Hi everyone, and welcome to my current episode of the Daily Grind. In this episode, I want to talk to you about my button closures on my denim jacket. In the previous episode, we talked about the buttonholes. But today, we're going to talk about how I install those buttonholes. I'm going to show you the equipment that I use. Back in October, during the pandemic, when we were at home, I decided to pick up a cam snap press. And this was ordered from camsnaps.com. This is a very heavy press. Heavy duty too. And they have different types of presses at camsnaps.com. So you can get a handheld, which is going to be a little bit cheaper. I wanted the creme de la creme. I've been sewing for too many years, and I figured, I deserve the best. I'm going to get the best. And I also ordered several different types of snaps, but for this jacket, I ordered the 17mm denim jeans buttons. This was the size that I wanted. So when I go to install these, I need to make sure I have the right hardware to do it. And how do you do that? Well, when you order from camsnaps.com, when you order the parts that you need, it's going to tell you when you go into, for example, the denim snaps, you choose your size, and then it's going to tell you what you need to have with your press to install those. So I ordered the dies for the 17mm snaps, and then I had all the other parts already, so I didn't have to order anything extra. Also, they have very helpful videos that show you how to install each particular item that you're buying. So I do think that they're very helpful, and you can always give them a call. It's a small business, and we all want to support small businesses. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to show you on my cutting table how I install these denim jeans buttons, and they're super easy. Before you get started on attaching the buttons, what you need to do is lay your garment on a flat surface. And what I have here, I'm going to kind of get out of the light here. I have both of my edges butted together, and the most important way I think to align it to mark where your buttons are going to be is to align this seam right here. I feel that's critical. And then from here, you just go over, and I like to draw a line that is right in alignment with the center of that buttonhole, and I do it all the way down. So I will, for example, put this here. I will align this edge with my stitching line because I know that is straight. And then I will be able to just line it up with my buttonhole and draw a chalk mark straight across. So I have to do it for this one as well. And let's go right here. I had all these done before, but we'll mark them again and mark it right there. And then I did mark exactly where these will be placed. Let me just go right here. The pattern will tell you how far to come in on this. So let me just lay my hem gauge right here. Okay, so let me just double check over here. All right, maybe in a little bit more. Okay, all right, so kind of take that out there. All right, so where the cross lines up is where I want to put my denim button. Now I'm going to take this denim jacket and set it aside, and I'll pull that back in a minute because I need to get my cam press out. Here's my cam press, and I kind of like working this way the best. On my DK93, this is the adapter base that I need for this particular cam snap press. And what I'm going to do is put on, I have two little cups here to keep track of what I have because I don't want to lose my dies. I'm going to use the KX dies for 7 through 20 size. This is the all piercing die, and I'll show you what that looks like. So there's two pieces in these dies. Now this die right here, that's the piercer one. This die right here, it has a fatter side. So the fatter side is what's going to go into the adapter base, and it sits right in. On this one, this plastic is just a cover. So I'm going to take this off, and there is the magic. This is what does the hole punching. Now this is threaded right here. You can see the threading on the top, and you just screw that right in. There's a hole, a threaded hole in the top of the cam snap press, and it just, you turn it till it's tightened. Now you have to get your garment that you want to do the holes. I'm going to try to move this without hitting the camera. And let's see what I got here. So I'm going to bring you down a little bit closer so you can see this a little bit better. So here is a close-up of my die, and what I'm going to do is we're going to take this part right here where the crosshairs are. And what I like to do is just do a visual to make sure I'm going right in the center of that crosshair. And then don't let anything move. I'm going to push down. And sometimes it sticks, so just pull it down. It does pull the bottom die out, but just pull it off. And there we go. Now, when I do this, I like to put the pin in the back of this area right away, because the more you handle your garment, those two layers can shift. So the denim jeans buttons I used are composed of two pieces. You have the button itself, and then you have the pin. So the pin is what's going to go through the back side. Always make sure you check twice, do it once, because you don't want to do this on the wrong side, okay? So this is going to be on the back, and then we turn it over, and I want to leave it there. Now that usually stays in. I haven't had a problem with these falling out. So now we're going to do the other one. So I'll move this down. Again, I'm going to be looking for the crosshair, and let's see, bring it right there. Let's see, I'll check from all angles. Okay, get it right in the center. Kind of hold it so it doesn't move. Press down. Punched it. Take it out. And like I said, sometimes that die just sticks right to it. That's okay. And I'm going to take the pin right here, put it through the underside. And so now I'm ready to attach the button. So I'm going to show you how I do this. I'm going to set this aside. This over here. Hopefully it doesn't fall off. Let me move this. And I'm going to take the die out because I am finished with this. All right, and I'm going to just put this right in the cup that I had all of my things in for the hole piercing die. So I'll just drop those in. I'll switch cups. And this is what I'm using for the jeans button installation right here. Jeans button, flat 17 millimeters. So the die for this, again, comes in two pieces. And this right here is the bottom part of the die, and the fat part, excuse me, goes in the bottom. And then this right here is the die that is screwed in. It has the threading at the top. Now the way this works out is, let me get a button here. And I'm trying not to hit the camera here. But you're going to put, when it's on, put this in and then press it in, okay? So actually, I don't think I can get it out, so I'm just going to leave it in there, press that in. Okay, so it looks like this. I'm going to take the top of the die, and I've got to find the hole, and sometimes you need two hands to do this. That's okay. And just screw that in. Now this is the part where it just gets a little tricky. You just have to make sure everything's going on straight. So when you take your garment, you're going to have to do a lot of looking underneath. So right now I have to kneel down. And what you want to make sure is that this pin right here is perfectly placed on the bottom of the die. It can't be half off, can't be half off either way. So I'm going to do this as best as I can, and I'm going to bring you down even a little bit lower so you can see what I'm doing. We're a little closer now. So this flat pin right here has to sit perfectly on that base, and it really is pretty easy. You just have to make sure it's straight. So for example, it can't be off to this side, can't be sliding off. So just make sure you have it perfectly centered on that pin. And sometimes you can just feel around. And then what I like to do is just push. I like to find the hole of the top die with the pin itself. Let's see. When you're working on camera, I can't really see my angles, whereas I can see my angles a little bit better when I'm not on camera. And then I'm just going to go and check the die. If I have to move it around underneath, I'm going to do so now. And let's see. I have to check this from all angles just to make sure everything is good, because I like it to be perfect, as we all do. All right, so that is in the pin. My pin is centered on the bottom of the die. So what I'm going to do is stand up, make sure there's nothing underneath to catch in a weird way, and just press. Doesn't take a whole lot. And there we go. Beautiful, beautiful button installation. Got a little fuzzy there. I'll have to just trim that off. But this is really good. And that's what you want. So now we'll do the next one. Again, we're going to have to center the bottom onto the bottom die. So I'll do that over here. And push that down. You know, it might not be a bad idea to use fray check on the back side of that hole and then reinsert the pin. You can do whatever you want, but just make sure that you have it pretty straight. And then, let's see. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Forgot to put the button in there. So let's get the button. You can't put the button on unless you have it. So it just pushes right up into the top of the die. Okay, and then let's find the actual pin. There we go. So now I'm going to check underneath, make sure that it is centered on that bottom die. And once I got it centered, all right, I'm going to stand up and do the press, make sure nothing else is underneath. Okay, and just press down. And it's that easy. And everything is just beautiful. All right, I'll just put a little fray check on there. That looks like a little thing that's sticking out. And then I'm good. All right, you guys, finished denim jacket. I can wear this to work on Thursday or Friday this week, and I'm good to go. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you look into these snap presses because they're just really great gadgets to have to add to your sewing arsenal. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video segment on denim jean snaps. And if you would like, today is, now it could be 5 years from now when you're watching this video, but today is April 14th of 2021, and currently camsnaps.com is running a sale. They have 15% off this particular model that I have. It comes in green or pink, and they are back ordered though. So if you can't order online, give them a call. I mean, maybe they'll put you on a list and then you can wait, but you get a discount on this right now. So always a good time to shop the sales. All right, you guys, thanks for watching. Until next time, happy sewing.